Yo, more-ekuonaba. Say, asem bi akoso na de ekoso no ye nyina ye kire adwen na adwenkyire mu no meso madwenkyire nie efa ejura nsema ekoso no ni edikan mesre Ghana fo nyina se ye kasa ye hwe ye kasa mu yi se ye bodawuro nso so ye hwe dawuro a ye bo no nso mu yi esanse ye kasa ni ye dawuro bo no bitime de basabasa ye aba owo oman Ghana ni mu na de me kasa fa hu me kasa fa asemo a ye nua no Rastos Asare donko de betu dwa na afi ekoye bibie wo ho no ni amesre ne se abotare ne sese ye nyina yenya omampani commission a omo ye nhwehwemu di bibia to ni yi mu no wo mu di dwuma pa yi nti ne mesre se ye nyina yenya abotare na ye nhwe se bibia beko na konkan na ko ni yidim ni to anamon pa yi na we no nso no metumi nuanum journalist for no sofo se momma ye nkoso ensua de we adwuma a ye yi ni mu esanse so ubepie North America or America, Canada, and even in Europe, journalists continues to learn. And journalists make sure they cross-check and double cross-check and double cross-check before they put the story out there. And into me, I'm hey, answer na me de assembly betu jano. Me wo me book, McNeil, Essential Law for Journalists. Mre biara efa the profession journalism who biya was ahomemu National Council for the Training of Journalists for a book a omoye no na afi biya ne mre wo biya no they upgraded into a 23rd edition of McNeil's Essential Law for Journalists. Mesre Ghana ni journalist biya na nsem chironi biya se you should contact NCTJ, National Council for the Training of Journalists, and then get a copy. When you get a copy, you realize that in ye may be what is say will reshape a war on some tronim. Minuano asamo de betu jano. Mpenifua somo a moye intime nka nkobio. Ena yewura Kennedy Japan so asamo kan ekyerese. Enye freedom of right to say journalists no all preventing from doing his work. Name the reportage na Acquah false reportage according to him no and all attack say yenjai esan say bitimi de oman no akọ basabasa yim menene ya adwen pa yi false reportage is a serious issue. It's a serious issue. As I say ye hwe ni yi emra ye fa me wadwuma mu chronicle Mr. AC Ohene me papa be ya machine journalism is free no ho apart from my training with the National Council for the Training of Journalists and then the Writers Bureau of Manchester, England. No okachire me say my foul as a junior reporter with the Ghanaian Chronicle obekame ho nia ye adwuma wo Eastern region ha Nana Kofi Komsia oye publisher of the Chronicle eden nsa sha ase no na emom we futuo mienu amede ma wo a futuo de edikan a word of caution, first word of caution. Once hired, once fired. Once hired, once fired. And that's what me go to dream. Or say ya foul, ye sense you would. Ya foul, ye sense you would. As a Chinese say, anytime you go against the rules and regulations of the company, I will fire you before Nana Kofi Kumsin even fire you. Or when you go contrary to the rules and the regulations that is governing the Ghanaian Chronicle company, consider yourself fired. And that's it. Into rules and regulations are the in-house style govern the Ghanaian Chronicle, no? The Chronicle newspaper. No? As you say, Udiso. Now the year wejuma. ukoye indiscipline yi bia se uko bo po uko jisika uko threaten obi se wa ma miska me ntro asem no ene fan ko se na won asem nie wa ma miska me tro ni na sefo a yu hu edi kura ansa na asem na dumanim afutu number 1 ode maame no afutu number 2 ode maame no so bo me pay or say when you are angry, don't report. When you are angry, don't write. When you are angry, don't write. And when you are angry, don't speak. In one word caution. When you are angry, don't speak. When you are angry, don't write. And when you are angry, don't report. Because it's going to be part of your reportage. And at the end of the day, you will call Hoahi at team. Nana se chire nyina ne se me bufu a me ma me ntworo se me bufu a me ma me report e na me bufu so me ma me nkasa because so bufu a betimi edidi obi atem bufu a betimi atworo ya atoro o se obu afu nti wo tworo ne se ne awpe e na bufu so na report a false report na obema ebua me papa medwuma me ye nyina mu be see na me back Canada. Now, even when I went to Humber College to do my broadcast television and videography in my 2 years course, I gave this advice to some of my colleagues. My lecturers in BBSAM said, "Oh, Steve, how come?" I'm saying, "Yes, I'm a newspaper journalist. But me papa, me nini ye ejuma or chronicle to me for say. Say in mainstream journalism, newspaper journalism, no, bibia akọ from call electronic media until koko sua bribi ka ho. Na mba sua. Omo damase. My colleagues only they came and gave me a hug. Because omo hu say eyampa na efutu papa na me ma om. Iti efutu a me de ma me nuan journalist for no say mu di dwuma papa. Bibi kọ bone a monchro. Bibi kọ papa so a monchro. Munsusu ye fa bibi hu a mo fe se mo de to dwa aban ni ye nyina de di dwuma e be yi ama oman na konkan na koni yidi no monchro ne mmomo no mo ma ye mfa bufuo nya adwuma no se ye de bufuo ye adwuma no a emmoa makne essential law for journalists enche bebre metro bibi fa about the way Ghana maimu sebi obi free mu a na within a second nipa se mase awu nipa se covid neku no nso behwe na yese na rejoin aba enye covid makne essential law for journalists touches on that se ukromu ha ochro report na se nya ade a wankasa investigation a waya wo evidence na wanje clearance and permit from the people involved will be put jail. You will lose your license and you'll be sacked from the company and you will never be able to work as a journalist in the country. Ghana memu sabi akwanhie asi na nipa ye boa se be fefa won sabi wan prepra Acquah yaresabiam no obi kita ne phone no sabi o video obi sabi nakedness ana obi a wepra ana wewu no obi tu obi botom ni ade nyina no you go to jail for that. Na wo yi sa video no sabi nipa na wakọ ahohiahia ma hotim no without his consent and permit. Now they are to mframam, you go to jail for that. Makne essential law for journalists. Mumayinshia. And now how to double check and cross check. Mr. Esi on hene ne futu ba kwa de bia na de mame no. Cross check and double cross check before you put it out there. Yen you na kwatro na asem no. Oh mob no and ne koba ne fine. he didn't cross-check and double-cross-check. There are about false reportage. Said the investigation, MIE. You knew your best ram. Your best ram, papa. Say, Mama Yenshwe ni Mra ye jume. Associated Press Reporting Handbook. Associated Press Reporting Handbook. Sa onhume echrewo. Se BBAC te said ye see we ejura no. Yakum kaka. In semini na mframem. E be a reporter, media house be a reporter. Now no reporter we so be refining out there to so media platforms so. Now fe what to so na mo no akoye deep investigation. Now fe what sema o de betu dwa no. Eno ni asema asembie ni. Associated Press Reporting Handbook by Jerry Schwartz. Kunini pa misua yen akaka me mra na me ye madwuma me se esi ohene me se esi ohene niam o kire me ni bebre she me nkran fa ho. Amazon, you can get a copy and learn. Associated Press Guide to News Writing. Associated Press Guide to News Writing. Amazon, you can get a copy. It's how to write your story, how to write a good reportage, a good report. Uhum kobasem. Ni nyina wo mu. Mumma yen toto san humai ni enkoso ensua na emmo ye ho ban na ngin free sa sa kind of how ni atiti na ni enimguase na ebebanim. The elements of journalism. The element of journalism. Sa book mi kan ye no. Misua niam bebre fi mu. Akunini journalist nimdiefo mienu wo US na trosa humai. It's about ethics of the profession. And they gave series of examples. Adwuma ne mra ne na kwantuo ne bibia wo saa nhoma we mu. Saa nhoma we kire kwan a journalists because yeah bad report about former president Aggyapong. A tiny any brani ebufuo so. Esan say o belong to certain party bi. Intinos papa no so be winni dey say o destroy no o beating his head under the water. Koye report Aggyapong kra onye American citizen na Wofour kra onye American citizen ofi baby ne buy or French ni no the identity say e ma French ni be di so ni ade. Say papa na pasa papa ni yi ni hu anu bia nye yi te say de nke ye de ye o mampani da Barack Obama Donald Trump de ye no anko yi no. Elements of journalism. Yinsua. Ni enfandi dwuma papa. Ni avoid certain kind of mistakes, errors bia e de ye be call how ni atiti. Elements of journalism. E kaimi kwan a mra owura Stephen Harper, former Prime Minister of Canada, or seek a re-election or Canada, na journalists be reported earlier on, say, or Catholic Church program be a man communion, no, the communion in Shane Kutukumu weni. He didn't react to the story. He didn't file any rejoinder. Rejoinder be ma. After 2-3 years, obe pray akunyano. Eno me de born say na o say o cry ma o communion or sorry the wendy. How can you come and appeal to we the Christians to vote for you? Nani ba no ho say afi or reacted to the story na all the rejoinder ba no. Now my ne pasa ma afi cry de o ye no ho hwie nye ye bio. Journalists no so ntimi nkonkoche no. An investigation revealed say I am pa or the communion issue ni kotokuom. But one reacted, one rejoined it, one patch or one every. And the net conform say boom. Elements of journalism. Yenshe ni shia bribin fa. Utrone yampa. No problem about that. but get evidence. Get evidence. You learn. And I feel so bio. Yeah, I say citizen journalism and also yeah, boy man kon kind of kuni yidi. Me bomba baso mo yade. But element of journalism and also how you work with the citizens of journalism. I hear the ordinary people, omo camera, omo phone, camera, omo DB video, niyama no de bremono. You do a double check and cross check investigation before you put the story out there. That's that. Mobile storytelling. Storytelling. Sa book imisua a very good papa. And then I will encourage every journalist in Ghana to get a copy from Amazon. I bought it from Amazon. Sa book ukunini no ochre kwan when you are doing a live streaming report. BBC wo baby ti said ye nu asare donko call ejura ya okoye live streaming. Oh yeah, mobo no asore pa mobo no o ma sore no kaaka. Mistake. How to avoid that mistake? You prepare before you do a live streaming. And even when it's a live streaming, what you should say and what you should not say in order for you to be safe, or you go to jail. Mob be ne kokun kaka. Meanwhile, no, because why new investigation ye? Because there's a live streaming pressure on you. We have to avoid that. Get the copy. Mobile storytelling. How to use your phone to do a live streaming. Certain pits you will avoid. Minuyanum, get a copy. Na weni beji. So say we a copy. Video journalism. It goes on to speak about how what mobile storytelling is also saying. Another video journalism, the standard. Video journalism, the standard. When you get a copy of video journalism book and you learn, you go by the profession. You practice the profession in the right way. How to shoot videos that doesn't suck. Sa book singing on Amazon. Me kwaye me course on me because I want to learn. I want to know more. Ni ame papa yesi on hene kire me ni nyina bibiri won human nyina mu. Ni misua wo school nso bibiri wom. But they have been upgraded, and I need to know how to shoot videos that doesn't suck. Afei, the Associated Press style book. The Associated Press style book. And Hoahi Media House, if you have a copy, even one word can ruin the whole report. And you can go to jail for that. Associated Press style book. Broadcast journalism handbook. Broadcast journalism handbook. Let us get copies from Amazon, learn, and then practice our profession in a right way. Broadcast journalism, another broadcast journalism. It says, broadcast journalism, a guide for the presentation of radio and television news. Amazon. I got all these copies from Amazon. And for that matter, Mrami koku suade ne konkan koni yidi maame. Mumma yen hye hu kran. Mum yentu ye hofo. Adwuma ye no. Eye adwuma so ani ehye awrade nyankopon anu onyam. Na mum yemfa bufu ene otan ene eye. Yewura Canada Japan so akasa. Ni ye mu binum ye besre no se oye adwuma papa yi. ɔbɔ mmɔden yɛnhyɛ ne nkran mama yɛn nkasa ntia no mama yɛn didi n'atam mama yɛn tan no mama yɛn nyɛ yɛ adwene sɛ yɛbɛtwe ne nan mama yɛn nyɛ yɛ adwene sɛ ɔyɛ a standing block ntini we will get rid of him oba krom ha na wokɔ parliament some of the parliamentarians omo gyina mo na so no mo kasa asa okɔ akotintim obi minimum kra but that is the work sɛnea ɛbɛyɛ ɔman no bi tumpɔn sɛ wokɔ provincial government na wohwɛ premier of Ontario province Dokono no gyina ne nan so na sɛ yɛbisa ne questions na ne mfɛfoɔ MPs ni bi yɛto na ɔno so to yɛto na ɔno so to and sana finally they come to an end of it baby sounds are they ɔmo ko ntɔkwa na but that is the work of the parliamentarians ɔtɛn nim anibiri nim but ɔmo yɛ adwuma no ɔhye ni anibere so esan sɛ abana yato ama wo sɛ kɔ na kɔ represent nipa no wanyɛ wɔ adwuma yi a yɛtimi yi wo free hɔ wanyɛ wɔ adwuma yi a the next election you lose it easily wokɔ a ɛsɛ sɛ wode deɛ ɛkɔ so wɔ parliament no brɛ ɔman no ɛna wotie ɔmo so na wode kɔ na nyɛ sɛ wote hɔ saa da no there is a television station a yɛhwɛ deɛ ɛkɔ so wɔ da untimi nkɔtena hɔ nyɛ ho bom and then you say you want to be an MP somebody will initiate a remover and then a by-election will be conducted. Yabaka sa wonya wadwuma yie. Ye de ne sa papers mu sa wa be resign because we be our hwe the way anim go ase ne kɔ no wa be resign say wontimi nya adwuma no bi ne aye by-election. Nto bi aye adwuma no ye ne ani brɛ because our mind sika na editu a woka no so we justify the collection of the taxpayers money for the job that you have been applied or the job that you have been employed to do. Wow. Into no oye ne adwuma oye ne eye. De e bia yimu bi no me besre ne say papa wadwuma a wo ye ne kama no yesre. Se bi ba na say yabufu a me pa cho said me papa yesi ohini to me for no. When you are angry, please calm down and speak in a nice way so that the message will travel far. When you are angry, please don't write. And when you are angry, please don't report. The futu kese a me de mama ye nuanom nyina no. Esan say ye waha. Ade abachi bia na de esi anopa wo man ga na mu ni yehu. Ni ye hwe wo internet so. Ye besre. Ye papa ke ne de Agyapong. O ye adwuma pa, o bo adwuma pa yi. Ba ye srewo. Atem didie no aya no ama na akofo mama ye kra obitimi ye firi mu kra anka ye bepepa esan say you are being a role model to a lot of youth, you are being a role model to a lot of young people, you are being a role model to a lot of people in the world. Ye hwew the way a wo bo ho modern wo ye adwuma no sabi enye ne kasa tenten o parliament de ne mom utu anamo hu se bibi nkoye wo ba bia then you move hu se bibi nkoye a wo de ba tudwa ne nyina ye da ye ho so papa so be ye adwuman a onhwe Ghana for binum niema o mo ya de abufuo ne ohaw ne atete ne atemdidi be ba kebe de paayi na menuanom no nso esremu mfa odo obuo nini die enye adwuma no mu yi otan ne ni biribi emfi mu akwan me shemu nkran. Some of you should be writing books by now. Me amete he mako Israel in pain. Mako Israel in pain. I'm working on my manuscript to be considered for publication to a book. Me ne me papa yesi on hina bedi hu nkomo. Say de me hu no say easy na me di be hu no say nye easy sir. I have to go back and look at it all over again and chapter after chapter upgrading and upgrading. nyame ya dom na about na already to nsupagu so na say ko sora some so ma ye no into journalism no, let us do something like that. This kind of illegal mining issue, we can write books on the illegal mining issue. So many issues. This election petition, a whole book could be written about it. How it started and how it ended. The court sittings, chapter by chapter, and make money. Sabe, he said, she said, accordingly, no, Emma iska. Yes, you try, but when you write a book on something that you have been reporting, beat reporting, and put them into a book, you make money on Amazon. I'm working on my manuscript. A second one will also be starting soon. Michelle Moon crying. Radin come home. On bomb home buying. Near Tosu Bion so. Miss Ramo. Mumma mu security who hear mo, number one. Mumma mu security who hear mo, number one. Womu say, ya hayo, a jumane near oye needy to your car. But who baby, first of all, look at the security, the environment. Enyeni nyina na sa watwe book ne open wo kotoku na wo hwe say ye di tuo ba nyina so na wo gina wo pese hu say we a journalist. You could be observing with your eyes, listening with your ears. Store everything in your brain. Get to their office and accurately report. Double check and cross check before you put it out. Mummamu gadgets and you're available all the time. Your phone, your recorder, your camera. Na yenyai say, me a journalist. Na si tu bakra no a. You want to prove say we na a journalist intino mo ho ban. Radin come on mo ho ban on shemu nkran. Na adwuma pa mo yi mo nkoso nye nhye Ghana nyina enonya. Medawase ekuonaba akwanya ade amami amesomaka say. Ichia ye mpanimfo ne enuanum keto a mo platform ni so amama platform ya ye kra behwa yesua de wo so itu ye hofo nyame onka ho mbo ho ban na ye de sensa. Bye bye.